Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today there has been a lot that just came out recently concerning a gore YouTuber that many of you are very familiar with by now, called Plagued Moth. And this all came out by the hands of another gore YouTuber, which I very much love, and that is Cold Raven. You've heard me mention both of these guys across my channel's lifespan, ever since I made my first ever since I made my first video back in, well, I don't remember when I first mentioned Cold Raven and Plagued Moth. I mentioned them at least at some point in the past, but I love them. I used to love them both. Now I only love one of them, and I'm gonna tell you all why. So, and before you guys think, oh, this is probably just like, oh, allegations, or like people are like, oh, apparently this happened and this and this and that, but we don't know because there's no proof. No, there is actual proof of all this happening, and it was exposed by none other than your boy Cold Raven. Love that guy. He's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. I feel like I just gotta say that. And if you haven't seen him, if you haven't seen his videos for whatever reason, go check him out. He's amazing. So anyways, recently there was a live stream that just ended like a few minutes ago, or like half an hour ago. You guys saw me make a video showing you guys what was happening, but pretty much Cold Raven and Plagued Moth were in a live stream war. Each one had a live stream going on, and the names of the live streams: Plagued Moth's live stream was titled Cry Raven, and Cold Raven's live stream was originally titled Plague Moth, Slurs, and Creep Expose, I think, but then he changed it to the much more better title of Moth 445. So pretty much what has come out about Plagued Moth. This is all unscripted, by the way, so if I'm stumbling over my words and I sound like an idiot, that's why. But pretty much what happened was that screenshots were leaked of Plagued Moth talking to a minor about gore, scat fetish, and just a bunch of sexual and like explicit topics that no child or no minor or anyone under the age of 18 should ever have to hear about, and I'm not that surprised, because a lot of shit has come out about a lot of shit has come out about Plagued Moth in the past, like how he made merch of Funky Town Gore. Yes, merchandise of the gore video Funky Town Gore. And he just made a bunch of shit about how he made money off of people dying and people being dead, and how he's selling merch and stuff about that. And on his Patreon, I don't know if his Patreon is still up, but he allegedly was selling mixtapes. He was profiting off of the death of people, which to me, it's a very despicable thing. I myself, I know people. It doesn't matter how many times I ask you guys, you all say, oh, can I have the link? Can I please have the link? There may have been once or twice that I've handed out a link in the past, and people have actually told me, oh, but I saw you handing out links and saying the names of websites in your most recent videos. Yes, but I didn't give out the full link. I only insinuated where the video is at. And if you guys go and find it and traumatize yourself, that's on you. That's not on me. I only told you guys where I found it. I told you guys where I found it, but I didn't give you the exact way on how to find it. So if you went out and searched up the website that I told you guys, searched for the specific video, press play, and you get traumatized, that's kind of on you, man. That's kind of your own fucking fault. So yeah, And yes, one more time, please stop asking me links. Please stop asking me for links. Please stop flooding my comments for links. I'm never going to give you guys links ever again. I'm never going to tell you guys where you can find the shit I watch, because I don't want to do that. You know, I don't want to have people be like, oh, this guy handed out links to minors. First of all, this channel is for 18 plus only. So if you're a minor and you're here, that's your own fault. Second of all, I don't want people watching the stuff that I watch. I mean, people who can't handle it, because, you know, some people don't want to. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. Plagued Moth was seen talking to minors about gore, and even making a minor their admin for their Discord, which, you know, contains gore and stuff that I don't know if the Discord is still up. I haven't joined the Discord. But yeah, another thing is that Plagued Moth said, he tweeted that, or I think he tweeted it, or I don't remember on what platform he said it, but he said that every time he watches a person die, he comes, you know? So, okay, a little edgy, but it gets even worse when you start to realize that a lot of the content that Plagued Moth reviews is mixtapes such as Amber Alert, Suffer Little Children. He's even admitted to watching a little bit of Daisy's Destruction. Daisy's Destruction, yes, one of the worst fucking things on the internet. He's admitted to have seen a little bit of it accidentally, you know, I don't know. You know, you gotta... I mean, like, you gotta try and look for that shit. I mean, it doesn't just, like, bam, pop up in your face in, like, an ad or something. Like, you gotta put an effort into finding that stuff. And he's also said in the past that he likes going on the dark web and the deep web and, you know, getting mixtapes. And he claims that he doesn't like to watch illegal stuff, but it's kind of contradicting. And yes, second of all, or like, I don't know, whatever. He has made fun of people online because apparently he makes more money than them, which might be true. You know, he makes a hell of a lot more money than me, that's for sure. But he made fun of people on Reddit because they made less money than him, and he told people to kill themselves because they were getting on his case about, you know, profiting off the dead. And, you know, arguably, you know, understandably so, people got on his case about that, and he told them to kill himself. So, you know, that's very charming actions from our boy. And he also, there was a lot of shit that was said. Oh, one of the worst things, he said that, so a little bit of backstory on Plagued Moth. He has a daughter. I don't know if that's his only child that he has, but his daughter was diagnosed with diabetes some time ago. And first of all, like, diabetes is a horrible disease. My mom suffers from diabetes, and it's a horrible disease. Like, seeing her suffer with diabetes is awful. It's just depressing to look at, and I feel so bad for her. And Plagued Moth, you know, being the heartless bastard that he is, said on the live stream, Cry Raven, which is now deleted, by the way, but somebody re-uploaded the live stream, and I will link it down in the description and in the comments, and I will also link Cold Raven's exposing video and the live stream, which is like 4 hours and 20 minutes, but it's worth the watch. He basically said that he liked to take his daughter's insulin, which is something that diabetic people really actually fucking need to live. You know, it's a little thing that you stab into yourself, and you know, it stabilizes your blood sugar and everything, and you know, you could die if you don't have it. And he likes to take it, and he likes to inject it into his penis and get like super veins. I don't remember what the fuck he said, but he said that. And he would also ask for donations. He also asked for donations about his daughter's treatment of diabetes. So you'd assume, oh, this guy has no money, and I bet if I give him money, he's gonna use it for that only. No, he bought Twitter Blue. And you might be like, oh, Twitter Blue, that's only like $7 or $8. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, but think about it. Think about any other stuff that he's using it for. Maybe he's using it to purchase mixtapes. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that is a minor offense. Maybe the money thing is not as big as we're making it out to be. I don't know. But, at this point, do you really want to trust this guy? Do you really want to think that this guy is going to do anything good for anyone other than himself? Also, during the live stream, getting his wife to basically fight Cold Raven on Twitter, sending him messages. And as soon as Cold Raven brings up the screenshots of Plague Moth talking to the miner about sexual and gore topics, his wife goes radio silent. Nothing left. There's nothing left to say because she knows. Yeah. She's seen it with her own eyes. She's seen it with her own 2 ears. On top of that, Plagued Moth, he used to be an ally for the LGBTQ community, which if you're gonna ask me my opinions on the LGBTQ community, it's fine. I love all people. I think all people are amazing and special. It doesn't matter your race or your sexual preference or your gender or your whatever. It doesn't matter to me. You are what you are, and I love you for what you are. But apparently Cold Raven... I keep mixing up these names. But apparently Plagued Moth does not. Because in his one of his live streams, he dropped the FA slur. Yeah, the FA slur. Cold Raven showcased it on his live stream. And on the new live stream, Cry Raven, he dropped it again. And he said that he would say it as many times as he wants to. So, there's that. There was a lot of stuff that came out of this, but it just goes to show that Cold Raven is always right when it comes to his exposing videos, and just Plague Moth is just the scum of the earth when it comes to the gore community. He was the worst thing that ever happened to the gore community. Let me go and skim through the video that Cold Raven uploaded. I'm gonna mute it because I don't know if Cold Raven wants people to showcase his video on his evidence on other people's live stream, or his evidence on other people's videos. He also brags about making 10K a month, so as if that's anything to do. Also on his birthday, asking for nudes on his birthday, when he has a wife, by the way. He has a wife, and he is asking his Twitter followers back on October 19th, 2021 at 7:28 a.m. He asked for nudes, and he said he will share the titty with his wife. So, also unfucking faithful to his wife. What a horrible thing. Again, admitting to watching Daisy's destruction. And he also said, never said I owned or watched it. I have tons of disclaimers disproving this claim, which is a crime to accuse without warrant. Also, you shouldn't fall. Okay. And then at the bottom, it says that I've seen somebody asked, what's one video you have seen that messed you up the most? And he says, and I quote, I'll put the thing, that I've seen part of Daisy's destruction by accident on 4chan years ago. Case I covered Junko Furuta. Yeah, accident. Yeah, huh? Yeah, buddy. Say whatever you want, bro. It doesn't matter at this point. Call it whatever you want, bro. Yes, many things. Saying, he also... that... more of the F slur, FA slur. Yeah. And he tells, he's also said in his Discord chat that some people should have been aborted. Telling people, oh, you should have been aborted, basically. I'm skimming through the video. Shout out to Cole. I mean, he doesn't deserve my shout out. But, I love Cold Raven anyways. He did a lot for this case. Also, sending lazy bedhead gore, just casually sending somebody gore as if that's fucking cool. And also, being ableist. He was ableist on his live stream, and Cold Raven literally called him out for it, even stating that Cold Raven himself used to work with special needs children when he was younger. So, you know, common dub Cold Raven, common L Plagued Moth. So, you know, making fun of autistic people, saying that making fun of one of somebody and just saying, oh, they're autistic, which, you know, sucks ass. Making fun of somebody who died. The screenshot up here, Ken Nikki Katsura's, somebody who unfortunately died, and he says, lol, Ken Nikki Katsura's do a kickflip. And apparently this is just a little bit of what he's been doing. Cold Raven stated that on his live stream, he's shown us about 10 to 20% of the shit that he's got against Plagued Moth. So yeah, it's really bad. It's sad, it's bad, it's horrible. Also, he read a Goku X and Frank fanfic, so, you know, saying that he liked the story of an adult character and a minor who was real, a cartoon with a real life minor girl. Yeah. Honestly, I'm so depressed. I don't know what I'm doing. It just sucks. It sucks. Because I used to look up to Plagued Moth. I used to look up to him as a bro, you know. I used to look up to him as one of the guys. He was one of the boys. If you saw my tab thing where it was like all the YouTubers, he was one of the boys. But I removed him from that because he's no longer one of the boys. And yeah, that's pretty much what he's been doing and what has come out from him. And I showed you throughout the entire video, there is mountains and mountains of evidence to support the claims that I'm making and the claims that Cold Raven has been making. So we're not pulling the shit out of our asses. You know, we're pulling this from a reliable source. We're pulling this with evidence. You know, we're not coming empty-handed. We're coming with shit in our hands, both literally and figuratively. But yes, that is the current situation with Cold Raven and Plagued Moth. Huge debacle on live stream. One side going to the other side and the other side coming to the other, and just everyone clashing together in a big brawl that lasted around 4 hours. But, you know, Cold Raven obviously had the upper hand. Plagued Moth ended his live stream very early on, way earlier than Cold Raven did, and I stuck around for the entire video of the live stream. And Cold Raven shouted me out. If you saw my community tab, I posted this fan art of Cold Raven because he said on his live stream that Ravens eat moths, and I thought that was so badass and sick that I made this fan art, and he shouted it out. He shouted it out, and thank you so much, Plagued Moth. Plagued Moth. I keep mixing up the names. I'm sorry, guys. I'm very tired, but yes. Fuck Plagued Moth. But thank you, Cold Raven, for even taking the time to notice me and notice my drawing. I love you, man. I love you. And it's my dream that one day you and me get to collab and we get to make a video. I'm offering you right now. We collab, you know. I want to do a collab with you, Cold Raven, and this little lunatic. That is one of my biggest dreams. But, you know, yes, that is the current situation with Plagued Moth. My whole thoughts on this is that, you know, Plagued Moth is a scumbag, dirtbag, douchebag, asshole, everything in between. He should have never come to the gore community, and he needs to not only face social justice, but, you know, law justice, because if it's true that he has seen Daisy's destruction, and coupled with the fact that he says he comes whenever he sees someone die, and the fact that he's seen Suffer Little Children and Snuff R73, I think he needs to be evaluated. I think he needs to be fucking locked up, or, you know, at least have his hard drive checked, because I wouldn't trust that guy with any child for even a second. And the fact that he has a child or children I don't know of, it's just so fucking sad. And the fact that he said that he takes his daughter's insulin, if that's true, that, you know what, he's the one who deserves diabetes, if I'm being completely fucking honest. It's just so fucking bad. But yes, that is the situation, and that is all I have to say. I just wanted to get this all out to you guys so that you can see what a horrible douchebag Plague Moth is and what an amazing guy Cold Raven is. Go check out Cold Raven if you haven't already. He deserves all the love and support in the world. And once again, Cold Raven, if you want to do a collab, hit me up. I am willing. And yeah, any other guy, any other YouTuber who wants to collab with me, I am open. So yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.